All right, you guys. Hi. How's it going? How are you? I hope you're doing fantastic because if you're watching me, that means you are doing at least okay enough to be watching me, right? So I hope you're doing fantastic. In today's video, I will be sharing with you all the books that I want to read for November. Now, unlike everybody else, I don't really know what marathon is happening in November in terms of the booktube world or if it's November and all that stuff. I don't follow all those things, I just go with the flow. All right. So if that's interesting, if that's of any interest to you, please don't go anywhere. Grab a latte, coffee, tea, whatever you like to drink at this time of year and sit tight. We'll be right back. Okay, you guys, I feel like I'm now in my element. Look at me just rolling and doing this like the first time. Okay, now I'm just talking ish right now. Anyways, welcome to my channel. My name is Chilanda and this is Library Without Borders. So it is November 2nd as I am filming this video, which means Halloween is long gone, like 2 days ago. And I hope you had fantastic Halloween. I saw the little clips here and there on social media of people who disguise themselves as wonderfully as they were inspired to do. I saw some clips. I think it was like the biggest, Halloween celebration. I think it was somewhere in New York. People went all out for Halloween and good for you. As for me and my family and my friends, we went in our neighborhood and it was ugly, y'all. When I say it was ugly, it was cold. I'm actually gonna put little clips of how my Halloween went in my next vlog, actually. It was so cold. It was raining. The rain started the previous day, I guess on October 30th, went into the whole day and night of October 31st. And poor little children, since they couldn't resist the candy, the lure of the candies, they just had to go and get them candies. And my kids and I, we hadn't even done half of the street. They were complaining about their toes, their hands. The boys were they were doing it, they were not complaining. But the girls, I brought my vehicle and then we used it as the warm-up van, so we moved along the streets. After a few houses, they came back inside the vehicle just to get warm up. And at some point they didn't want to go out. I was like, no, you guys gotta go trick-or-treat because I'm not buying any more snacks for the next 3 months. Yeah, that was the whole point. So, but other than that, it was great. It was Friday. It was good. All right, so with that said, I thought we would still choose the wheel picker to help me choose my November picks. But this time, instead of doing the numbers and all that stuff, I asked ChatGPT or Copilot to come up with prompts that I can use in my wheel picker to help me choose my books. So I'm going for 8 books, that's usually my number. And what do I usually get to? 5 to 6 books. Hey, it's what it is, right? So without further ado, let me show you my wheel picker. Why am I feeling like I'm gonna have a runny nose? So actually, one last thing before I get into the gist of choosing all these books, y'all, check my hat. I made it. I crocheted. What? Check the colors. I used this little pom-pom. I actually bought a bigger one, so I might replace this one for a bigger one, or just because I still have the same yarn, I might just do a second one. But yes, I'm gonna be rocking my own winter stuff. Look at me. What? Check, I made this, y'all. I'm very proud of me. But anyways, in my next vlog, you guys are gonna see me how I'm actually crocheting all these things. So yeah. So here's the prompts. You can't really read them, but yeah, I created this a few minutes ago. So we'll use this to help us choose books for November. Are you excited? Let's go. Let's just do it. Okay, so spin the wheel. Okay. Pick a prompt from your TBR jar. Okay. Well, I did put that prompt in there. Okay, so let's see. There's my TBR jar. Okay. Let me just go for orange, you know, because orange is very pumpkiny and tis the season for that. So here's orange. Just close this for now. Let's see. A book in a series. Ooh, I like that. I've been meaning to return to some of these series and actually finish them. One of them being the one by Ayanna Gray, Beast of Prey. I need to finish that series. In fact, it's on my TBR that I want to finish that. So I'm just gonna put it there before I choose the books, okay? Some of these I might just go and pick up the books because I have added prompts that asks me to go to my shelves and pick a book. So spin again. Okay. Pick a book from your TBR cart. So here's my TBR. I know you guys can't see because I can't move my thing here. You guys can hear the rolling thing, so you know I'm using my TBR cart. So let's see. What have I been wanting to read? S.A. Cosby. Really, I do want to read S.A. Cosby, but you know what? Make it fun. I know what this book is, so I'm gonna pick this one. I want to open this one. So let me just put it here, okay? Pick a book from your TBR card, okay? So those were 2 prompts, so 6 more prompts. Top shelf. Find the book that's been watching you from above, waiting for its moment. Okay, so let me go do that right now. So I'm gonna choose from this, actually this top shelf right here. I'm gonna go on this bookcase, this top shelf. So let's see. Okay, you guys, so I couldn't make up my mind, but you guys are gonna help me make up my mind between these 3, okay? So that's for the 3rd prompt. I'm gonna just leave them there. We'll get back to it later, okay? All right, so spin again. So that's the 4th prompt. Pick a shelf based on the time of day. Morning equal top, afternoon equal middle, evening equal bottom, okay? Let me go get it. Yeah, I know you guys can't see, but bottom shelf. Let me see. Bottom shelf. Ooh, what am I feeling? Okay, you guys, so I'm back. I feel like I'm gonna get confused, so I might as well choose because once those prompts are gone, I'm not gonna stop to go back to the prompt. So this was pick a shelf based on the time of day. So have these 3, okay? Real quick, let me just read a synopsis to see what really is calling to me, right? Madurai, 1992. A young mother in a poor family, Janani is told she is useless if she can produce a son. Or worse, bears daughters they can't afford. They let her keep her first baby girl, but the rest are taken away as soon as they are born. The fate of her children has never been in her hands, but Janani can't forget the daughters who weren't allowed to live. Now, I remember, I think it was Lex Reed. She had talked a lot about these books, and I think she had even done a reading vlog. So I do want to, let's see, this one or The Edge of Water. I've been wanting The Edge of Water because it's actually part of the list of the new releases that I want to read. I wanted to read this year. So Fertile Danger and Her Daughter in America. In Ibadan, Nigeria, a mother receives a divination that foretells danger for her daughter in America. In spite of this warning, she allows her to forge her own path, and Amina arrives in New Orleans filled with hope. These are sound so good. South Africa. I do want to read South Africa. Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna go with this story. Okay, and then for the other prompts, you guys, because I don't know what the prompt was. Was it the bottom shelf? No, it was the top shelf to pick the book that was calling me from up above, okay? The top shelf. So, let's see this one. Shadow has fallen over Nigeria. The beloved Bishop Dawudu has been arrested on the murder of his wife. This is Nigeria. And let's see this one. 50,000 of Yemeni Jews have immigrated to the newly founded Israel in search of a better life. Ooh. Ooh. Maybe I'll read this. I'll just put these here just in case the next prompt does ask me to. So that's 3. And this one was a book in a series. So this one I know it is. So let me just unwrap it real quick. I knew it. That's why I picked it actually. So I want to finish Beast of Prey. There you go. I want to finish that. So there was that. And then I think the other one was pick a book from your TBR card, right? I think that was it. From your TBR card. So that's why I this is like 2-in-1. It's from my card and then it's a series. So I think that's why. So we have what? 4 more prompts? Damn. Then again. Pick a book whose spine color matches your outfit or mood today. Okay, so I'm wearing these beautiful colors and but these sort of, how do you call those, fresco type of outfit. Yeah, okay. So let's just pick a book that is white. The orange for pumpkin. I have a bit of green on this, and my pants they have a bit of yellow, orange. So those type of color, white, yellow, orange. So let's see. Although in that pile, I have the exact colors. If I do not want to add more books, I can definitely just stick with one of those because they do have all the colors. But just for the fun of it, let's see. Oh, maybe the book well, there you have it. Why am I even going for you guys? Let me just pick the books from here. Right? Even from my cards. So yeah, let's go with, see, I have either orange or green. Yeah, I want to read this book. So, because I do have green here, y'all. I have green here. So there. Okay. Okay, next. Bottom shelf, pick a book that's been overlooked but deserves the spotlight. So this was from the top shelf. This was from the top shelf. Now I have this one from the bottom. I picked it up from the bottom. But let me see. That deserves the spotlight. Let me see what deserves the spotlight. All right, everything is not enough. So this is the author of In Every Mirror She's Black. So I have this or this, and I think both by Nigerian authors. Yep, she's Nigerian American. So an old release or new release? I do like the sound of this. Both sound so interesting, y'all. And I have so thick books, but I'm gonna go with The Edge of Water. Okay? 3 more prompts? Or 2 more? Isn't 2-in-1 in there? Let's just go with 3, as long as I end up with 8 books. Pick a book with a themed topic such as war, culture, from anywhere, Thanksgiving. So what I meant by that was that I looked up online like what November stood for, you know, what important dates were in November. So they talked about Veteran Day, they talked about Thanksgiving, and around the world they talked about Children's Day, I think on November 14 in India, like things like that, you know. So that's what I meant by culture from anywhere, Thanksgiving, topics like that. So for that, India, see, children in India. I think it's November 15. They celebrate children in India. What? Then there it is. Yeah, I'm gonna pick this one for the prompt. Yep, it's perfect. 2 more prompts. Middle shelf, which book here feels like a warm hug or a quiet revelation? I love that. I think I need a less heavy book. So middle shelf. I'll be right back, y'all, because there's no point leaving this on because y'all are seeing me. Maybe I'll just leave you on. This is the middle. Most of my middles are fantasy. So I need a fantasy that's a warm hug or romance. I'm thinking romance. Let's see. I'm gonna go for this. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna go for the Thread Collectors. Okay? Now, it's not really warm and all that stuff, but historical fiction makes me feel warm and feels like a hug by the time I finish the story, right? Because I go through all those feelings and then after the end, just, you know? So, yeah, let's just go with that. Okay, last spin. Okay, pick a book that was on your TBR in the previous months but didn't get the chance to but I didn't get the chance to read it. That's what I mean. But didn't get a chance to read it. So let's see. What was here? Actually, none of this were in my TBR yet. No. So I will pick, actually, you know what? What We Lose. This one is actually, it was part of my October TBR. I didn't get through it. And this one, I'm almost done. This one is because I'm reading it physically. Most of these books, you guys, I've been listening to them on audio because, you know, I'm into crocheting right now. So it's easier for me to just listen to them on Audible. So last prompt, I'm going to pick this one. I'm going to put it back on this pile. Okay? Okay. So let me just put this here for now. I'll deal with them later. So there we have it, you guys. Now I can't go through the prompt because I don't remember. But here's all the books that I want to read for the month of November. Let's go. Let's go. Do I have male authors here? I did want to read a book by a male author. Let me see this one. Is it by a woman? Yeah. All my books are by women. Women, women, women. I said women. Women, why do you dominate so much? But you know what? One of those mystery books might just be by a male author. Because y'all know that even though I have made this TBR for the month, I still read books that weren't part of the monthly TBR. So, yeah. I don't want to read the back of this because, like I said, it was part of my October, so you guys have an idea of what it is. This one, just 2-3 lines. 1863, in a small Creole cottage in New Orleans, ingenious.
Conscientiously, that's okay. And the best, conscientiously.
English, yo. English.
We'll get it right. We'll get it right.
In a small Creole cottage in New Orleans,
Conscientiously.
Conscientiously.
Yes.
Conscientiously.
Yes.
I'm done. An ingenious young black woman named Stella embroiders intricate maps on repurposed cloth to help enslaved men flee and join the Union Army. Bound to a man who would kill her if he knew of her clandestine activities, Stella has to hide not only her efforts but her love for William, a black soldier and a brilliant musician. Now, this woman better not be white. I'm sorry, she better not be white. Is she? Oh, hell no. Okay, well then. See, that makes for a good story. We shall see. All right, so now this book I already know. It's South Africa Immorality Act. So you know how marriage between black and white was prohibited. I hope this is not two story again of black and white, forbidden love, and all that stuff. I feel like every time I choose my book, somehow there's always a common theme. I don't do it on purpose, but it always happens. So already 2 books. And I swear this one too. I swear it has white and black. See? She is an outsider wherever she goes, caught between being black and white, American and not. See? This is 3 books about black and white. Oh, Jesus. And right now I'm wearing black and I'm wearing white, and then I'm black. Okay? See? I don't know how I did that, but it just happened. Go figure. All right, so then I just read to you guys this one. Oh, I'm excited to already dive in these books. And then The Edge of Water, I told you about the mother who has a divination about her daughter in America. Okay. And then Beast of Prey, I read the first 2 books and I need to finish the series. So that was the prompt to finish a series. And it was also wrapped. So that was 2 in 1. And then Song for the Brokenhearted. And this one was, yeah, just because you know what? With the atmosphere right now, it is important to read a story like that, right? So I can't wait to dive into this story. But real quick, 1950, thousands of Yemeni Jews have immigrated to the newly founded Israel in search of a better life. In an overcrowded immigrant camp in Rosh Hayyan Yaqub, a shy young man, happens upon Saida, a beautiful girl singing by the river. In the midst of chaos and uncertainty, they fall in love, but they aren't supposed to. Saida is married and has a child, and a married woman has no place befriending another man. Well then, I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it already. And that's it, y'all. That is it for the books that I will be reading for the month of November. I'm excited. I feel like it's gonna give me all the feels. You know, it's November, it's the cozy season, it's fall. It is very appropriate for fall. What do y'all think? Anyways, you guys, let me know what's on your November TBR. And on that note, if you've enjoyed this content, this video, please don't forget to give me a like, a comment, please share the video, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new here. Oh yeah, hi new people, thanks, I'm glad you found my channel and you subscribed, so welcome. So if you don't want to do all of that and you just want to let me know that you made it to the end of the video, because you guys, every watch you give us does help our channel, right? So if you want to let us know that you made it to the end, please leave me a leave emoji. Leave emoji, please. Thank you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.